In this video, we are going to configure connectivity to the external network. So this is our lab. We have two spine and four leaf. We are going to configure leaf 4 as the border leaf, and it will have connectivity to firewall FW1. FW1 will be connected to leaf 4, and then we are going to use BGP to exchange routing information between the data center and the firewall. Okay, let's go to Apstra. So we are going to configure connectivity to the external network, in this case to FW1. And FW1 will be connected to leaf 4, and it will be connected on port GE002. So we are going to add one interface on leaf 4, in this case interface GE002. So we go to stage, and then after that we select the device leaf 4, and then we are going to add a device. We are going to add an external generic. Okay, we don't have to use a template for this. Let's say that we name it as FW1. FW1 will be connected to port 002. So this is the one. Okay. So now we have created port on leaf 4, which will be connected to external router or external firewall FW1. Next, we are going to configure routing zone. So we go to stage, virtual routing zone. This is where we are going to have all the server connected to. So let's say that I'm going to create a routing zone called lab 1. Okay. So we have routing zone lab 1. As you can see that on the right side, uh, there are some parameters that need to be configured for this routing zone, like the VRF loopback, both for IPv4 and IPv6, and also the VNI. So we click this and assign the VRF loopback for IPv4 and also the VRF loopback for IPv6. Okay. Mm, hold on. Ah, okay. VRF loopback for IPv6, and then VRF loopback, VNI for the L3 VPN. Sorry, for the EVPN L3. Done with that. Next, we are going to configure connectivity template. This is for BGP configuration and also IP address configuration for connection to FW1. So we are going to create a template. Let's say that we call this as 2FW1. We are going to use a predefined template, BGP over L3 connectivity. Then after that, we are going to set the parameter here. So it is going to be connected to routing zone lab 1. It is going to be a tag interface, in this case VLAN 1001. We are going to enable it for both IPv4 and IPv6. Yep. And then after that, for the BGP, we are going to enable it for both V4 and V6. And then the IP addressing, uh, ASN type will be static. The BGP peer will be from interface, yeah, not from loopback. And then after that, we need to specify the policy. We just use the default policy here. Okay. Done with that, create. So we have create one connectivity template. After that, we are going to assign the port that we have created on the previous tab. So remember, we have created this port GE002. and then we are going to assign it to this connectivity template. So we go to the connectivity template, assign, and then we assign port GE002. Okay, and then once we do that, we will see that a red color appear, and then we can see it. Okay, so we need to configure AS number. Okay, so we need to know what is the AS number of this FW1. Okay, let's check on the FW1 configuration. So the AS number is 65 to 200. So we can configure, we can use the pool here, or we can go to, sorry, we can go to FW1 and then assign the AS number from here, 65200. So now AS number has been assigned. Next, we have another red. So we need to configure the IP address between LIV4 and FW1, both for IPv4 and IPv6. So we go to the routing zone, and then we can edit it here. Yeah. So we select this, edit. Ah. So this is the IP address on FW1. Okay. This is the IP address on FW1. So in this case, this is the IP address of FW1. Uh, so this is the IP address that we are going to assign on LIV4 for IPv4, and this is for IPv6. Yeah, good. And then as you can see that on this FW1, if we look into the protocol configuration, so this is the BGP configuration, yeah, from FW1 to LIV4. Save. Okay. So we are going to have BGP configuration here. So this is the BGP configuration that goes to FW1. Yeah. Okay. So we have configured it. Okay. And if you check it on FW1, currently the BGP is not yet up. The BGP pair is still is not up yet. It's not established yet. They are not established yet because we haven't committed the configuration. So now we are going to commit this. Uh, Configure connectivity to FW1. Commit, then Apstra will create the configuration, and then Apstra will post the configuration into the device. Okay, so let's wait until the configuration has successfully pushed into the device. Okay, so as you can see that we still have 4 pending service config. We will wait until it's up. If we go to BGP connectivity, yeah, so BGP connectivity to F1 is still off because it is not yet push the configuration into the device. So we will wait until it's finished. When it's finished, then we can verify that BGP configuration or BGP connection to F1 has been established. Okay. So V4 has been established. Let's wait. And then let's wait for V6. Yep. So both V4 and V6, yeah, the BGP has been established. And as you can see that we have all 6 service config succeeded. And then we just need to wait for a few seconds. Then this BGP anomaly will disappear. Yeah, it will become green. Okay, because it will take some time for Apstra to collect the information. And especially since we are running a virtual lab, it is a little bit slower for virtual lab. Okay, let's wait. Yep, now it's all green. Yeah, so there is no anomaly. If you go to F4, sorry, if you go to lab leaf 4, we can see the BGP peer. So this is the BGP peer. This is the one that goes to F1, FW1, and this is the one for V6, and then this is for V4. And then if you check on the routing table, for example, routing table of routing zone uh, lab 1, yep. So leaf 1 has already received routing default route from FW1. The same thing also for IPv6 table.